Hey there guys, it's me again, and I know that I've been kind of not posting videos for quite some time, but don't worry, I'll get back to doing those eventually. But right now, I'm going to Bali as my holiday trip, and this place is actually the airport. I don't know why, but it looks so good. In fact, the carpet almost feels like as if we're inside some sort of hall. So after some time of waiting at the line, for I'm pretty sure at least like say 30 minutes, we eventually got to go to the plane. Which in this case was actually kind of scary. Since that for some reason, when I went on it, I started hearing thudding sounds, or maybe that was just some wind shear, I guess, or turbulence. We were eventually able to get in the air, but for some reason, the wind already started to freeze. We didn't even go that high yet. We're still somewhere around ground level. Now, the thing is that while we were on the plane, for some reason, they showed us a demonstration on how to use the emergency. Now, I won't care about it that much, but why would you do it now? Couldn't you just like do it a bit more longer in the air, somewhere above the clouds? Could have been a bit better, but we made it through the first cloud layer, more specifically. We're somewhere within or in between. Eventually, we were high, like very high into the clouds, which in this case was, yay, it'd be no rain, because apparently there was going to become a heavy rain, thunderstorm. Also, don't ask me about what that was, totally wasn't lightning. I have no idea about what's going on at this point, but that was totally not lightning. That's just for some reason going out with my camera. It just for some reason made a very huge. It just became so bright for some reason. But eventually that was gone, and to be honest, I just got a type of view. Eventually, we started to go fast, but then again, we also started for some reason rise. We go up. I'm pretty sure that was just for the tilting. It only happened on one side, specifically my side. After 2 hours of flying, we finally made it to. We finally saw some islands, which in this case could probably mean that we're finally getting close. Yay. Also, I can actually see a mountain, but I don't know if the camera can actually see it. Now, for some reason, we went inside of the cloud. That's not me closing the blinds, you can still see the engine. We are inside of the clouds, not right next to, which in this case caused a lot of turbulence, I guess. And also, the window became very cold. After a while, we finally made it to the island we had to stay inside the plane for 3 hours. And, I don't know why there's smoke there. Maybe it was a plane crash or something? I don't know. Maybe not my problem. One of the odd things that happened while I was on the plane was that for some reason I heard a weird thudding sound. Maybe coming like from down there, or maybe from the plane engine? Not so sure. Just try to listen. Anyways, eventually we finally made it to a closer land, or in this case back to by where that smoke was coming from. We made it to a closer place, and for some reason there's a path. It's actually kind of good. If only we were able to go there, but unfortunately instead we went to Bali, Indonesia, crossed by the bridge, and maybe we're about to reach. As you can see the tower back there. Eventually, we were about to land, and in this case, we were. But for some reason, we had to get up after that. We had to go up again. And I don't know why. But I don't think that will be a problem. After we got down the plane, we went through the airport for the visa, but that line was long. Another thing is that while we were at the airport, we saw things like diorama, I guess. They were everywhere at the airport, but sadly none outside that I've been to. After some time of walking, we finally made it to somewhere that was sort of outside. I mean, you could see the outside, and there was no glass or wall protecting it. So technically, we are outside, but basically, we finally made it outside, by where we can buy stuff or etc. But eventually, we got onto our car. When this case was bought by our driver. Yeah, we didn't get to drive the car. We were made to go with the driver. So we had a bit of a town view as we were inside Ubud, and the place above where I decided to pick and stay was a bit far, but that won't be a bit of a problem. I also went through. I also saw a few marts such as Alpha Mart. Also, don't ask me about what that thing is. Apparently they can make denim jeans, but why don't you just make it at a factory? Or is that not how they make it? I don't know. After we checked in, we finally decided to go eat, and the place where we decided to eat was a bit cool, really. It was very traditional and very cool because everything here was handmade. Eventually, sometime in the night, we decided to go out and eat somewhere. Now, this was kind of cool. It had like some sort of traditional vibe to it. The place on where we will eat would be on top of water, where there would be fish. Yes, you can actually see the fish, such as koi fish, and for some reason a frog I found. The thing is that after eating, we were allowed to play with the music instruments. Now I don't know why we were even allowed, because there was no one else there, or no one to guard us from doing it. And to be honest, why would they?